I am 85 years old, and I have made my share of mistakes. But the mistakes I want to talk about today, they are not the obvious kind. They are not the things people warn you about. They are the quiet mistakes, the slow ones, the kind that grow in the background while you are busy telling yourself everything is fine. If you are over 70, or if you love someone who is, I need you to hear this. Because these 3 mistakes cost me years of real peace, and I do not want them costing you the same. I have been on this earth for 85 years. I was a wife for 42 years, a mother for longer than that, a widow for the last 9. I have seen good people, strong, loving, devoted people, walk straight into these mistakes without ever knowing it. I walked into them myself, at 85. I am done sugarcoating hard truths. So I am going to give you the 3 biggest mistakes parents make after 70. Plain and simple, no polish on it. 3 years after my husband Harold passed, rest his soul, something shifted in me that I didn't notice right away. The house was the same, my children were nearby, my health was holding up, but I had started quietly to fall apart. I was waiting, every single day, waiting for my daughter to call so my day could feel like it had a purpose, waiting for my son to stop by, so I didn't have to sit alone in all that quiet, waiting for someone to remind me I still mattered. And when they didn't come, everything in me went flat. My friend Eunice sat down across from me one afternoon and said, Eleanor, you have handed your whole life over to people who are already busy living their own. I did not want to hear that. But she was right, and what she was describing was the first mistake. Mistake number 1. Emotional dependence. After 70, it is easy, without meaning to start letting your children carry your emotional weights. You call them not to share but to be rescued. You measure your entire day by whether they checked in. You feel crushed when they sound rushed or distracted. I lived inside that mistake for years. I am not ashamed to say it. But here is the truth I had to face. When you make your children responsible for your happiness, you do not pull them closer, you wear them down, and over time they pull back, not because they stopped loving you, but because they do not know how to carry what you are silently asking them to carry. Your joy cannot live inside someone else, it has to live in you. Rebuilding that at 70, at 80, at 85 is the most important work you can do. Mistake number 2, financial dependence. I want to be careful here because real need is real. If you genuinely need help, please ask for it. There is no shame in that, but I am talking about something different. I am talking about the parent who slowly stops being the author of their own life, who hands over the bills, the paperwork, the decisions, because it is easier to let a child manage it. My neighbor Pearl did exactly that. Capable woman, sharp woman, but after her husband passed, she handed everything to her son. Accounts, finances, all of it. And little by little, Pearl stopped having opinions. She stopped trusting herself. She became a passenger in her own life. She told me once, I feel like a guest in my own house. That is what this mistake does. It does not only take your money, it takes your voice. Know what you have. Know where it is. Stay present in your own affairs. That is not stubbornness. That is dignity. If something I've said is sitting with you right now, please hit subscribe and leave a comment below. Tell me which of these mistakes feels closest to home. I read every single one. You are not alone in any of this. Stay with me. We have one more to go. Mistake number 3, ignoring the loneliness. This is the one nobody talks about. Not honestly. Loneliness after 70 does not announce itself. It just settles in slowly. The days get heavier. The rooms feel bigger. Something inside you goes a little gray. And most of us push right through it. We say, I'm fine. Others have it harder. I'm not the type to complain. But while we say all of that, the loneliness digs itself in deeper. I ignored mine for nearly 2 years. 2 years of quiet, shrinking days that I told myself were just part of getting older. They were not just getting older. They were me disappearing and choosing to say nothing about it. The day I finally told Eunice, out loud, that I was lonely and needed more, something cracked open in a good way. I started going places, said yes when I used to say no, let people in when I used to keep the door half shut. Loneliness is not weakness. It is information. It is your life telling you something needs to change. Please listen to it. Here is what I need you to understand before I finish. These 3 mistakes do not come from selfishness. They do not come from weakness. They come from decades of pouring everything you had into the people you loved, until you forgot how to keep anything back for yourself. You are not a bad person for making them, but they will cost you your peace if you let them run unchecked. You are still here. You are still whole. And it is not too late, not even close, to take yourself back. Eunice turned 83 last spring. She finally took that trip she had been putting off for 20 years. Nothing grand, a few quiet days, a little inn a couple of states away. She called me the night she got home. She said, "Eleanor, I forgot what it felt like to want something just for myself, and then just go get it." That is what these mistakes steal. Not just your peace of mind, but that feeling, quiet, private, and wonderful, of living life on your own terms. You earned that feeling. After everything you gave, you earned it more times than you can count. Do not give it away. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and please share this with someone today who needs to hear it. Take good care of yourself. I truly mean that. I will see you next time.